problems there. Welcome into Fox 10 Live. I'm Lee Peck. Shelby Myers has the day off. I'm joined now by meteorologist Jennifer Lambers. You guys still keeping a close watch on this. This right here, a live camera from this is Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, so this is Clearwater Beach, and so we've been seeing already just some of the gray gloomy skies there, some of those showers and storms just offshore. Honestly, the water not looking that bad at this time. That surf not terrible, but we are expecting one of the main impacts from Milton as it approaches closer towards that landfall is going to be that storm surge impact near areas all along the west coast.
This is kind of eerie. This is kind of what it was like on the causeway before Francine. It was very eerie the night before, and just hours later, of course, the water is what you would expect to be. So this is likely going to change in the next 24 hours.
Exactly. All that calm right before the storm, but this will be a much different picture heading into tomorrow afternoon once Milton begins to get closer. But here's a look at what we're tracking at this time. Hurricane Milton is still that Category 4 hurricane at this moment, but we are expecting that next advisory update from the National Hurricane Center coming out in just less than an hour, expecting that closer towards 4 p.m. Here's a look at Milton, and I want you to look at the difference for the eye wall. Now, I should have moved this back just a little bit. I'll do that coming up in just a little bit so you can see the difference from around lunchtime to now. That eye wall is so much more defined from what we've seen between 1 p.m. and even 3 p.m. And so I do think that we will start to see some differences from the National Hurricane Center once they continue to investigate Milton, and bringing you that update on air with Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith at 4 p.m. at the top of the hour there. But that 1 p.m. advisory update, Milton did have those sustained winds currently at 155 miles per hour, holding on to that Category 4 strength. Just a reminder, to get to that Category 5, it has to have 157 mile per hour sustained winds. Keyword there, sustained winds for at least 1 minute. And so it's only 2 miles per hour shy, still moving east-northeast at 8 miles per hour. Milton, the National Hurricane Center doesn't have it quite reaching back into that Category 5 status as we get further along into this evening, keeping it at Category 4. But regardless of what this number says right here for that landfall approach, really just keep in mind that we're going to be seeing wind, we're going to be seeing rain, but most importantly, we're going to be seeing some of that storm surge, especially if that center track continues right along Tampa. Now, meteorologist Matt Barentine was talking about it earlier this morning. Florida officials, what they do whenever they're starting to train for some of the severe weather scenarios is they talk about any of those major hurricanes going up Tampa Bay. Now, that is one of their worst case scenarios that they always practice and run through, and that could possibly see what happens, what we see take place heading into tomorrow evening into the overnight hours if that center track continues just to really focus on Tampa right there as that major Category 3 hurricane. Regardless, we're still going to be seeing those rain bands. We're still going to be seeing those hurricane force winds impacting all of these areas right along central to southern Florida. Here's a look at those tropical alerts that are currently in place. This dark red coloration, that's going to be tropical storm warnings, where those impacts will be felt in tropical storm force conditions. But here's a look at those hurricane warnings. They go from the west coast to the east coast, so even Orlando going to be feeling those impacts from what will be more of a Category 2 to Category 1 hurricane, even once Milton continues to track all across the state and emerge back out into the Atlantic, even some portions of Georgia, South Carolina under those tropical storm watch for any of those tropical storm conditions. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to be talking more about Hurricane Milton as it approaches closer towards landfall heading into tomorrow night, our impacts here locally down at our local beaches, and also the pleasant forecast that we have here in the Fox 10 viewing area, some sunshine as we get closer towards the weekend and some even cooler temperatures. I'll be talking about all of those forecast details coming up in just a little bit. Lee.
Unbelievable storm. All right, we may be out, but we have one of the cutest little helpers in studio today. Who is this?
What's your name?
Layson.
Layson. So this is my daughter.
Yes.
Picked her up from school a little bit early for an appointment, so decided to have her come join us for this afternoon.
And Layson, again, how old are you?
7.
7 years old. Well, I can remember when she was really little.
I know. She used to come in here real small, and now what grade are you in?
Second.
Second grade.
Second grade,
yep.
wow.
The time is flying.
Learning all kinds of things.
Oh, yes. Do you know what you're working on right now?
Math,
You're doing halves and
Yeah.
quarters, yep. Learning time.
What else do you like to do?
Probably my favorite thing we get to do at school is probably reading. I love reading.
Oh, okay.
She's a reader. She
Keep
enjoys
reading.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll keep working on that, yeah?
All right, well, now we're going to turn our attention to some pictures you guys have sent in. This is, again, your story. Greg Callahan sending us this one. This is the sun coming up on Magnolia Grove Golf Course. This, again, in Mobile.
Yeah, so this is beautiful. You can just start to see some of those vibrant colors, a few clouds there. What do you think of that picture, Layson?
It's really pretty.
Really pretty.
Yeah, you like the colors? Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Pink now.
Pink. Okay.
It's always switching, but at least she's got a little, you can't see
Yeah.
a little pink bow.
So
but
pink is the color of choice right
yeah,
now.
color of choice right now. It'll probably be a different one in a few months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed them.
Yeah. Well, also we have another photo. This one is sunrise in Coden from Tim Scott. This one beautiful over the water and over Mobile Bay. There, things are looking nice.
We get a lot of pictures, and I know that you guys show a lot of pictures earlier in the morning. The majority of the pictures sent in to us are sunrise and sunsets.
They are really, and I mean, but it's beautiful. That's one of the best parts around here. And sorry, not Mobile Bay. That would be just further off south. But beautiful conditions out there. This one even just showing some of the clear skies. Normally, it's whenever we start to see a few of those clouds that we
Sure.
get some of those vibrant colors. But even then, this one's still shining in full force.
All right,
Thank you,
we're going to
Tim.
continue on. Milton Riddlemeyer, this is pre-sunrise with some rays from Gulf State Park Lodge. He lives down in Orange Beach, always sending us stuff down there from the state park.
I was going to say, Milton is one of our regulars, but we always enjoy seeing some of his photos because it's always the sunrise, the sunsets, but also whenever we have some of those stronger storms,
Sure.
Milton always has all of the photos of that. So thank you, Milton, for sending in this photo this afternoon. And then also we have another one, Layson. Can you read what that says up there on the screen?
Tracy.
Tracy, yes.
And what did she send in?
Northern Lights.
Can you say the city?
Rockford.
The state?
Mi-
Michigan?
Michigan,
There you
yeah.
go. Yeah. So
She's
this
a
one-
reader for sure.
Yep, we're getting there. We just gotta learn the states, right? But yeah, beautiful. I was seeing all of this on social media of some of those northern lights that were making an appearance. I was hoping that we would get some of that from the geomagnetic storm because that's kind of what's starting some of these.
I have a friend who I actually did a Zoom a couple of weeks ago for the storms impacting Louisiana. They're now in Canada, and they were posting pictures. They've seen them firsthand. Obviously, they're way up there. But,
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool.
Very, very cool. And then I think that we have one last one. You're excited about this one, Layson. What is that?
That's so cute. It's a dog.
It's a dog. This one from Linda Sexton. Leo thinks boxes must be subdued. He's ready for the Amazon Prime Day deals. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
He doesn't need
likes
any of those
them.
chew toys. Just give him a box.
Exactly. Just give him a box. That's how we are with our cat. Is that you can send all of the, you can get all the toys,
Oh,
but
sure.
what he likes is the box. That's all it is.
What's your cat's name?
Mowgli.
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 Yeah, from like the Jungle Book.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what we
Mowgli.
found.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Little black and white kitty cat.
We may have to get you to come on in the future because you did such a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You want to come on more?
Yeah, I love getting on TV.
She's a natural.
Natural. And what do you want to be when you get older?
Meteorologist.
Oh, she's coming for your job, Mom.
She is. Gonna follow in my footsteps. I'm proud of her though.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Layson.
You're welcome.
All right. Say, we'll be right back with more news.
We'll be right back with more news.